Ooh, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. GoodTimesWithScar here, and welcome back to the wonderful worlds of hermits and crafting. And we're here in Scarlandia, getting ready to once again work on our base, which is super awesome to finally get back in here and start on the skinning of the sugarcane farm. So we've got this beautiful farm set up and ready to go in a prior episode, but it is now time to add a little aesthetical charm to this build. And what we're going to be working on is the lower portion of it. By getting that all set up, we'll get some storage array built inside, so all of our sugarcane can be stored away, and of course build a little beautiful facade down below. So in the interior here, I've been working on a layout. As you can see, there are some crisscrossing beams here and there, but surprisingly, this all does make sense inside my head. And so we're gonna work on that. Now, this is kind of the interior piece, and I've gotta come up with a really good storage solution for the interior of the sugarcane farm, but I've gotta show you the yield. Look at this thing, an entire chest of sugarcane, and look at that in 3. That's amazing. I'm very, very pleased with that. So as you can see, I've laid this all out. So we have our blocks, you know, here and there. And then on this back section, because this is I just totally butchered residential, but that's okay. It's early in the morning. It's fine. You guys forgive me, don't you? You do? Thank you. So this section right here is going to become a basketball court, because on that residential tower over there, we've got a pool. This one's going to have a basketball court. And I kind of like having the idea that even though all the buildings kind of serve mostly a farm aspect of its functionality, I want each kind of region of the city to have kind of a purpose. So this area right here, this is residential. Maybe over there is business, maybe industrial, things along those lines. I think is really, really cool. Also, I've got a really, really amazing idea for Scar Tower up there. So for the Scar Scraper, like the prize jewel of the entire city, I think I finally have a design. I need to get in a test world. I need to make some magic happen, but I think finally we'll get that portal covered up. We'll get the storage system set up. We'll get the tunnels underground. It's going to be amazing, but we got work to do here. So as you can see, I've gotten a few little bits of the facade set up so that we have a basic ballpark idea on how high the different designs are going to be. Now, one thing we're going to do is we're going to stay fairly true to the architectural style of this particular area. So we'll take some cues from this building, but still have its own unique design. Does that make sense? We want it to all feel like it's a part of the same thing. So we've got to get busy now. What we need to find is we need the glass, and we need all sorts of other materials. So let me get some of this together. I've been slowly accumulating all of the supplies today, but I have to make a confession, my friends. The best way of recovering from a disorder is to be honest about it, right? Right, cats? Right, dogs? Right? Okay. I truly acknowledge I have a disorganization problem. Oh no, it's so bad, guys. It's taken over me. The chest monsters are no longer hiding in the chest. They have escaped and they have taken over my storage area. I am so unorganized. I can't even figure out where to even start to get some of this stuff into the storage system Azuma created. Like, I am at an absolute loss. It's so bad. Like, it just like is spiraling out of control. Like, this is a plea for help. Just like hashtag a plea for Scar. A plea for Scar. It's okay. We'll figure it out. All right. Which chests were I using today? Were these ones? Oh no, these were the convex brakes. These ones? It's gotta be, is this one? Yes, okay, here we go. Here we go. This is the problem, guys. Like I said, I'm acknowledging it. All right, this, of course, is some of the material we are going to use for the basketball court. It's gonna be amazing. So we'll dye some of this white, we'll dye some of it green. So we'll take that hardened clay and make that. This, of course, is for the hoop. And then shooting over here, we're going to be using a little bit of wood once again in the modern design. It helps kind of soften out some of the cold, harsh lines of modern. And I like to incorporate a bit of wood into design. And then in this box right here, you can kind of see a little bit of the colors we'll be using. So of course, we're going to bring in some greens to correspond a bit with the sugarcane. So that's going to be super sweet. And of course, these are some of the designs from the skyscraper across the street, which will then help it feel a little bit more part of the land. Now I'm going to take this box with me. Hey, get back here. There you go. And we're going to go and see if we have some ice. Now, I have not been to the ice farm for a little while, so hopefully it is. Oh, come on. No. Oh, no, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's so bad. All right, we're out of here. We're not even going to look back. just a couple creepers under the bridge. Nothing to worry about, guys. It's totally fine here. Oh, that's pretty funny. You know what? I think I've actually AFK'd here recently, so there should be ice. Okay, come on, please be ice. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Look at all that delightful ice. I love every bit of it. All right, so let's put this in there. Very nice, very nice. Get that in there. Beautiful. And we'll swoop that up, and then let's be on our way. Wow, look at Scarlandia from up here. This looks absolutely, we're gonna hit a pole. We're fine, it's okay. But it looks absolutely beautiful up here. So one of the things we're gonna do probably in our next episode is we're going to vastly expand out the base and really kind of create the perimeter of it, which is gonna be amazing. But before we do that, we've got to get this episode rolling because we need to create a facade, because I don't want any hermits or you guys to think that I just build out of dirt, even though it's my favorite block. The thing looks horrendous. We've got to make that thing look super fancy. So let's go and check our boxes one more time, because I think we've got everything we're going to need today. We've got this, we've got all these materials for that, and of course our wood. So I think we are ready to roll, my friends. So get your hard hats, because it's a building episode. And it is time to start working on our skyscraper here in the residential district. You guys don't think that I have too many cats, do you? Just walking by there, I'm like, that's an excess amount of cats there. But I really, truly do believe that you cannot have too many cats here in Minecraft, especially considering they keep Bob the Creeper Building Inspector at bay. So what I've done over here is I've set myself up with a nice little storage area. So we've got some stuff here. So we've got some green concrete. We've got some equipment here for our future basketball court, which is going to be super fancy. And we've got some woods here. And of course, we got some other concrete that we'll be needing for our build. So what we're going to be working on is kind of the main kind of lobby area of the build and everything that pertains to that. So let's get busy here. Now, up in this little section, I need your guys' help. Now, I might try to fashion something together today, but having a proper storage system for our sugarcane would be kind of amazing, because we already have a full chest and, well, getting close to a half a chest. So let me know what you guys think would be a really sweet and awesome storage system for our sugarcane in that area. But let's get started here. Now, we have this kind of pole up here, kind of determining height and stuff. So I think I'm going to start over here. I'm going to sneak on over here. I'm going to remove that block and let's get busy. So first thing we're going to do is from this block right here, we're going to go up 11 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Very nice. So then we're going to pull this back and we're just creating kind of a decorative border similar in theme towards our other building over there. And what we're doing is just trying to have a unique design, but still feel like it's part of the same design. Now, I always want to do that. It's hard because you want to do like a unique design, right? But then you also want to make sure everything feels like it's all part of the same universe. I think that's kind of like an important thing, especially when building anything from medieval to modern to whatever your heart dreams of. Okay, so we got that design, right? So we got that set. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bounce up by 1 and click that on over. So we're gonna have a slight little bit of an overlap right there. So I think that's gonna be really good. So once we get this all the way across here, there we go. And what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna bounce by 1. There we go. So cut that corner off. And then let's do the same on over here. So let's sneak over here. Boom, boom, boom. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Very, very nice. Let's see if we can drop down. Perfect. Okay. So next thing we need to do is we need to fill in this wall with our design that we're going to choose for our entrance, which of course is the dark chocolate. So pull dark chocolate out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this all the way across here from the top to the bottom. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our chisel and we're going to chiselify the entrance here. So we'll just add our windows and our doors and things along those lines. I just find it a lot easier when designing a house or something along those lines is to put down a wall and then add your windows. Don't add your windows and your doors and things along those lines to start with, especially when you're just kind of brainstorming your design. It just helps kind of the creative process to see like a blank slate, and you can kind of, you know, stick in your little window or your door wherever you please, instead of trying to visually think about it beforehand, because sometimes that can be a bit of a bother. So let me finish this. Great success. We now have our walls assembled and ready to go. Next thing we need to think about, of course, is our windows, like we said. Also, at the very top, I want to experiment a little bit by adding some extra color, or not so much color, but a little bit more contrast, because this area is a little bit blank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab out a little bit of white. I'm going to go two up and then 2 across, something, I think something like that actually will work perfectly fine. So then we're going to sneak back over to here. here and then work out this design all the way across. Ah, very, very perfect. So what we're going to have with this design, so let's push this to here. There we go. So on this plane, like right here, this is where we start with the design that will go sky high all the way to the top. So I think that's going to be really, really cool. So once we get to that point, all right, there we go. And then of course, this is just a nice little contrast for this particular area. So why don't we throw in a little bit of dirt? There we go. And we'll bring this guy all the way across to, I'm gonna hold it at this point right there so I don't go too far. There we go, bring that across like that. And then let's do the same over here. So sneak in on the back and a little bit of dirt. There we go, very nice. And it'll pull that all the way across. So actually this needs to be a bit thicker than I had it. There we go, perfect. Okay, let's go down and see what we can do about windows before we get to our basketball court. I'm actually really excited about the basketball court. It's gonna be super fun. Okay, so I think this is the center. So if I do a nice 3x something or other door like that, a 3x3 or a 3x maybe a little taller. So what's this? That should be about 4. Let's go about 3x5. There we go. Yeah, I like that. So then over here in the window area, let's do it directly in the center with 2 long windows on either side. There we go. There, that's perfect. Awesome. That's the easy part about adding a giant facade like this, that you can then, look at it and kind of visualize where the windows are once you have the actual slate ready to go. So if we carve this up to here, and then maybe we throw in a little bit of a stair, maybe. There we go, looking very fancy. Then we can sneak down here. Now, I don't know if I want to do the same design on the other side. I'm feeling like I want to get a little crazy, guys. I'm feeling like I want to get a little crazy. Kind of want to do a big window. That's right. Kind of want to do a big window. If it doesn't look good, you know what we can do? We could just not, and it'll be perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to bring this up to, I'm going to bring it up to here. I'm going to hold it there because I'm going to bring this all the way across. So we're just kind of trying to create a nice little like modern shape to this window. Trying to give this area a little bit more pizzazz. There we go. And then let's cut this down at the bottom. Now we don't want to get this too crazy, but we want just enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sneak up here. I'm gonna add some stairs at the very top. There we go. And how does that look? You know what? I think I like it. I think I like it. We do have some carpet now so that we can add our new kind of little window design above that. I think that's looking pretty good. And of course, let's take out some of these and run those on the bottom there. That might be a little too small for our door. We might want to push that 1 block higher so it's a little bit higher in height. And then down here, it's something always good to do down in the window sills. There we go. And then let's sneak on the back here. Let's put down a little bit of that. Oh, come on. There we go. There you are. And then we'll run these blocks up here. Now we gotta be careful, guys. Slippery block. Gotta be careful. We don't want to have any workplace accidents today. There we go. And then Bub the Creeper Building Inspector is gonna be back. There we go. Bring this all the way across. I'm super excited to see how this looks. And for good measure, can we? No, we can't. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that section in just a second. And how do I get back there? This is a maze. This is a maze. I just need to get to the front. Okay. Oh my, I am liking this. This is very nice. All right. I'm seeing how this is gonna go. I think this is gonna be really cool. So let's run this block all the way down. So jump to here, there we go. Some little acrobats today. I am liking that. And then put that down like so. Perfect. All right, let's fly over here and see how this looks. Oh, well, forget the fly part. That is looking cool. I like the bigger window on this side. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out our carpets and we're gonna run some of them along this section. And then we're gonna use some of them sticking out of the door like a little door awning. It's gonna be pretty sweet. So let me sleep this night away and let's get to that. Now that is looking like a super awesome entrance. Look at those beautiful pieces of carpet here. Let's see if we can make a graceful, no graceful landing today. Just be glad you can fly at all, Scar. Oh, look at that. I'm absolutely loving that. We've got the carpets, built up onto the sides there. We've got the ice, acting as the window, looking really, really nice. I'm very, very pleased. So let's jump up here and let's try that little design that I was hoping to achieve with a bit of string. So if we, I need to add the little stairs right there. That looks terrible. I'm sorry, my bad. All right, let's jump over here, boom and a bam. And then let's see if we can do this. So if we put the carpet on this spot right here, we can put our carpet string in this section. Okay, perfect. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna put some carpet right there, or some string. Of course, it's opposite day. Now I'm gonna put some string on top of the carpet. There we go, looking very nice. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that does look pretty cool. Now, one issue is the string does show up against the darker wood. That is one concern. I might even enjoy that being out by one more carpet piece. So put one more carpet piece along here. There we go. We could also do that tricky way that Cub taught us with the flowers and stuff. That could totally be an option. There we go. Let's see if we can get our last carpet to go right there. Beautiful. Awesome. Okay. And then some string on top. There we go. Let's see how that looks. Do you think we could possibly get some flight? You think we can? Can you believe in me? Thank you. You guys believed in me. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see how that looks. Oh my. I do enjoy that. Oh yes. That is very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Very cool. Okay. So that is the design for our basic premise for the lobby area of the build. So from this, we will build similar to this structure where we build this design above. So we use the woods kind of as a nice softener. It kind of softens out the harsher tones of the modern. So I think that's going to work out perfect. So we're going to have like a really cool elevator shaft on this side. And then over here, I've got a really kind of unique design, especially for this bottom area. So yeah, I think that's really nice. So let's finish out the lobby in super fast build mode, and then we'll work on that basketball court. So let's hit that super fast build mode. End of super fast build mode, and below we have our lobby for our sugarcane tower, looking super fancy. Absolutely loving it. This particular side right here with these vertical windows, super, super nice. Now let's shoot on to the other side and look at this final area. Now this, of course, is kind of the staircase, elevator shaft going up, and I think that's gonna look absolutely beautiful once we send that sky high. But on the front, of course, we've got our shutters, our windows, and our doors and things along those lines. So I think that's looking really nice. And once we start working on the upper section of it, we'll start incorporating some of that green to incorporate within the actual sugarcane. Now, as for the interior, I'm still trying to figure that one out. We need an idea, something to make this a little bit more productive in terms of storage, which I have no idea how to do. So I need your guys' suggestions. So hashtag storage, and let me know what you think would be a good solution inside this room in the comments. You can shoot it to me on Twitter. There's a link in the description to my Twitter. And if you're not following me, definitely follow me. There's cat pictures on there. You love cat pictures. So yeah, that is something we need to get done. We've got like 2 chests. This looks super hokey dokey. And if we click up here, guys, we almost got 2 chests full of sugarcane, which is, oh gosh, that scared me. Oh, that scared me. That's a wild Cub fan. Cub, you're giving Scar a heart attack here. Oh, Cub, that was really scary. Oh, that was funny. Okay, anyway, guys, let's head to the back now, and this is where we're going to start working here. This, of course, is kind of the back section, similar to what we did on the other section, but we're going to build a basketball court, which is going to be amazing. So we are going to build it about 2 or so blocks above the ground, maybe 3. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be totally full regulation. It's going to have the hoop and everything, and of course, we'll build some doors and details on this back side to blend it in a little bit more, but I think it helps tie in the feeling of a city. It feels more residential, of course, and things along those lines. And I think that's going to be super, super awesome. So I was actually walking away. I don't know why. And how did I get a random ender pearl and a piece of coal? And is Cub throwing stuff on me while I was AFK? Cub. I think he's throwing stuff on me. Okay, here we go. So let's grab some gray concrete and let's just kind of figure this out together. So let's grab some white also and maybe just a little bit of dirt. There we go. And then we're going to go like so. So put something along those lines and then pull that back like that. I don't want to go super high. Let me pull back a little bit. And yeah, I think that's good. I'm just not interested in getting super high right now. So I think that's going to be, oh geez. That Cub fan, that sneaky guy. I thought he was gone. Wow. Wow. I shall have my revenge. I shall. Oh man, that guy. Oh, that guy. Oh man. Okay, let's get back to work. Let's get back to work here. All right, so my envision with this is we're gonna take this out right here from that block all the way down to 17? No, you know, Cub, you got me all goofed up on my dimensions. I'll have you know. Oh, I love Cub. He's a great guy. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to take this block, we're gonna bring it out 23 blocks, and then from right there, we're gonna bring it 17. There we go. So this is kind of the general layout. I just wanna push that out just a little bit more like so. And let's pop up here a bit and kind of see where we can take it. So my envision with this is maybe we can take out a little bit of dark oak slabs or stairs like that. Oh, hello. You need to switch that there. Thank you. And then just a little bit of light gray on top like that. And I think that's a really good design for our little pad up here where the actual sports court is going to be. I think that's going to be fantastic. So like I said, 23 blocks out, 17 that way, and then complete the circle. It's going to be awesome. And there is our back deck ready for our basketball court. So let's fly on down and get started. So what we're going to work with is a bit of white I don't want to say terracotta. That is white hardened clay. Fine. It's fine. I don't care. It's fine, Mojang. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start looping this all the way across here. Actually, yeah, I guess so. I would like to have like a slight bit more room in this area right there. So I was thinking about that a moment ago. I should actually pull this back and add one more section there. There we go. So that'll give us room for maybe a bench, maybe a basketball holder of some kind. It'll be very nice. Okay, good, perfect. Now we're all set. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Beautiful. There we go, my friends. We are all set up for success now. Beautiful. I loved basketball when I was a young Scar. I mentioned that recently, I think, when we were on a stream. It was like, that was like one thing that I kind of wanted to do as a sport, but I don't think I would have been ever that great at it. I was fairly tall, but not tall enough, I think, to ever really succeed very well. But one thing I was good at was hitting those shots, my friend. I was good at hitting those shots. Like in my little family, I was the one to hit those 3-pointers. I know it's a different story than, you know, if you're playing a game, it's a lot different to hit shots, you know, with the stress of the game and stuff like that and all. But I loved it. I had tons of fun and I was fairly good at it. So let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to go with 8. I think that sounds pretty good. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, basketball. But like I've said before many times is I was a swimmer. Swimming was my thing, and that's all I did. Actually, I did some track, but yeah, swimming was my thing. And boy, I miss it. And I was thinking about it recently. It's like there's just something so rewarding to completing, you know, very physical tasks, right? Say like a swimming or a basketball, or think of some kind of sport. And completing some of those tasks, you know, very, very difficult, maybe even failing over and over. And then finally, once you succeed, there is just such a reward, right? I miss that. Like, I miss that a lot. I miss that. I've been thinking about that lately. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I'm trying to make this regulation approved. So let's see. I'm going to hold off on that part for a second. I'm going to move down here. So I'm going to give this 1, 2, 3. And then on that 4th block, like so, we're going to make some magic happen. So then I'm going to take this one right there, and I'm going to go like this. Ah, perfect, very nice. And then I'm going to sneak on over here and put that right there. So question to you guys, what sport do you play or have played in the past? Like, what is your thing? I want to know in the comments, like, what is your sport? I'm curious about that. Like I said, basketball was the one that I kind of wish I would have done a little more of. But I was pretty happy with what I did with swimming and with track. I was okay at track. I think I was fairly good at track. I actually surprised my track coach and the entire team. I took a huge fall in the state meet on the mile, just pow, right into the ground, hard. Last lap, coming down to the end, I was doing okay. And surprisingly, when I got back up and finished without a shoe, mind you, I had no shoe on, everybody was really surprised. And they're like, oh, hey man, good job. You finished it. I totally wouldn't have. And I'm just like, to me, I'm like, what? Why wouldn't you finish something you started? Like, who cares if you don't have a shoe on? Like, you just got to go across the thing. That's like what my swimming coach always like taught us. It was a very different mentality. It was very strange, really, to go on another team and to see how things were very different from my coach. Like when we didn't do well in a swim meet, we were never allowed to show emotion. We could be happy. We could be happy, you know, get a little excitement. That's fine. That's fine. But if we failed at something, we were never allowed to show it on our face. We're never allowed to slap our caps or throw our goggles or throw a fit of any kind. It was a huge, huge no-no. Like that was very different when I went to other teams and stuff like that. And I always kind of hold it maybe in a way at the time. Maybe I resented my coach at certain times for certain things he did. But later in life, I think I really do appreciate some of the things that he instilled in us. You know, there were some long classroom sessions, my friends. I don't know about other sports teams, but we had long classroom sections of stories, videos we had to watch. It was always quite a thing, like inspirational, like interviews with sports athletes. Like sometimes you just wanted to just like, I don't know what. I know one of my friends just decided one day to turn the lights off in the room. He just one day just like flipped the switch, like, I can't take it. I can't take it. All right, so we're gonna open this up a little bit. We're gonna have a nice little door coming into our basketball court, which is, by the way, looking super fancy. All right, let's pull this back here. Yeah, I've enjoyed our little sports thinking there. I like that. Let's pull this over here, grab this, and we're gonna grab a little bit of glass, which I wish was actually slightly colored, maybe with a little bit of gray. We can always do that later. What else do we need for this? I think that's probably good. How do we want to arrange this? So what if we sneaked around the back here? We brought this up and we went 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5 because we're gonna get crazy. And then let's go 6, but then cut that out because we are super crazy. Yeah, perfect, like that. That's fantastic. There we go. I remember, this is great. So our pool had a rock wall attached to it, and the rock wall guys were over there. And sometimes they'd my coach did not like the rock wall guys. He always thought they were like super lazy. And when he was talking, like doing some of his little lectures, he would sometimes very like, you know, try to like poke at these guys. And oh my gosh, sometimes they would bite. Like they would take the bait. He would take his bait and they'd get in this huge argument. It was quite something. There we go. Click that over there. But yeah, I think that's going to look decent. But what we need to do is we need to wrap this, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this and then like a so, and I'm going to sneak around the back, and then we're going to do the same. So if I go like this and I click that like a so, and then bring this on the bottom, okay? Are you seeing where I'm going to take this? There we go. I'm going to jump up to the top here, and I'm going to bring this all the way across. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's not the most productive tool to cut that out, but that's okay. And I'm gonna cut this across here like so, and then bring that down. And I know what you're thinking right now. Scar, you know what would be beautiful for a net? A cobweb. And I agree, but I don't have any on me. I've looked, I need to get a cobweb for there. But that is one super beautiful basketball hoop. I'm absolutely loving that. I'm absolutely loving that. So one thing we need to do is we need to make a backdrop, because it'd be super sad if you had your basketball and you're doing your well, whoops. I was trying to dribble. Really worked out for me. And you know, you're doing your dribbling and you do your shot and you throw it. I was really hoping that I'd get launched farther, but all my examples today, guys, are terrible. Don't judge me. So you shoot, and it lands across there. So we need to build a backdrop. I want to add some little benches across here and some other little details, finish our door, and yeah, I'll be right back. And welcome back, and we now have our super awesome basketball court set up and ready to go. along with our lobby and first level of the skyscraper. So I'm actually kind of curious. Let's shoot in here real quick and see if we have 2 chests of sugarcane. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to having 2 chests of that, which is absolutely amazing. But I'm loving our design that we created together today. Look at that thing. Wait, well, now you can. That is going to look absolutely fantastic once we actually have a top on it. But let's shoot on over here to our basketball court and take a look at some of the accessories. So what I've done is I've added some benches around the sides of the actual court. So we have some benches right here looking super snazzy. And of course we have a basketball, which I think is the best basketball. Of all the designs you can do in Minecraft for basketballs, tell me that's not the best. I've tried hardened clay. I've even tried, I've tried the note blocks. I've tried like everything, but nothing is better than planks of the acacia variety, looking super nice. And then over here, of course, we have some additional benches. Still don't have a cobweb up there. And we can't even do the pane trick anymore because panes are the non-connecting thingamybobs now. See? Can't even do that anymore, but that's okay. I like them now the way they are. So we've got a little backdrop there so we don't lose our balls. So that's kind of amazing. And then inside here, we still got to come up with a storage solution. Whoops, I thought that was a walkway. Turned out supposed to mind your step when you walk through the door. Oh, anyway, I'm super pleased, guys. Like, I'm super excited to see this thing finally finished. Once we start building up all these huge sides of it, oh, it's going to be absolutely beautiful once we finish that. Oh man, I'm just envisioning it now. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But until next time, my friends, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And if you believe the video deserves a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to subscribe because you may just become scarred for life.